So this is an introduction to Chapter 3 where we talk about the plan and whether that's a marketing, diversity, management, or business plan. And the introduction starts with a look at program descriptions. But before we get into that detail, let's give you an outline of where we're headed for video number 7. We'll introduce the topic itself. We'll look a little bit about the lecture direction, so where to find those videos, and then summarize with some key points. Program description for any plan. I think it's important to understand that you could have a marketing plan, you could have a diversity plan, you could have a business plan, you could have a management plan. But what differentiates all of these different types of plans, all of these different types of approaches, is fundamentally you have a solid foundation for the programs that you develop. And sometimes programs can be articulated in the way of tactics, as a term we like to use a lot of times. So if I had, for example, a marketing plan, what are the steps that I would take to make sure that my marketing plan was sustainable, it was financially sound, allow me to go to market and compete? Well, if I had a management plan, how well am I going to manage that sustainability and that competitiveness in the marketplace and internal to my organization? Whereas if I had a diversity plan, how have I set up that plan so that the environmental, cultural, and economic emphasis are placed in the right areas for this program to flourish? And then if I had a business plan, keeping in mind that all these businesses, all these services need to be profitable and sustainable over the long run so that the business itself can be sustained. So think about that in the way of how these programs are so important to the development of not only your tactics, but also your approach. And of course, for each class, they differentiate themselves. So from a direction standpoint, if you're in the 362 class, which is the Principles in Management and Leadership, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/motivate the world. Look for the playlist for Management 362 and look under Chapter 3 videos. Whereas if you're in the 372 class, which is Human Relations and Organizational Behavior, you can take a similar path. If you're in the Business 300 class, which is the Introduction to Business, or if you're in the Business 330 class, which is Managing Diversity in the Workplace, and finally, if you're in the Marketing 300 class, which is the Principles of Marketing, you can take a similar path to see the distinct videos for each of your classes. So some key points to keep in mind. These class videos are set up so that each one has its distinct set of video products, while at the same time, the structure is now on YouTube for you. So it's designed so you can get optimum play. It's available 24/7, and you can use various devices in order to get that capability that you need. As well as the Digimark app is free to you if you have, or it's free to you no matter what, but if you have the textbook, it becomes handy because you can use it to scan and pull yourself right into the video content. Doesn't matter what type of device you may have or smart type of device that you have. And then Motivate the World now is the website, which is motivatetheworld.com, and it houses your assignments, your forums, your quizzes, helps you navigate throughout the class, whereas the YouTube channel houses your video content and specifically the lectures, but there's a lot more content there for your availability. Just make sure that you are looking at the class that you are signed up for or associated with. Okay, so if you have questions, and I'm trying to reiterate those again for you so that you can pull those into your fold and hit them when you need to. If you have questions, touch base with me by phone or by email so that I can address those for you.